So today we'll be looking at how to calculate the total square meters needed for your hip roof surface area, total square meters of your hip roof surface area after doing the wooden frame up, of course. And we'll be looking at calculation of these projects. We'll need to define some terms that will be necessary for clarification. So first of all, this roof design is called a hip roof, and a hip roof is basically a roof pattern where all four sides of the slope, all four sides slopes downwards from the peak. So this is the peak and all four sides slopes downwards. So this is the type of roof design. It's called a hip roof. And yes, and another thing for our calculation of this hip roof will be, we need to know one, the pitch, the eaves, the eaves, EAVES. Another thing we need to know is the pitch of the roof, and lastly the base area. Okay, the base area, AREA. So where is our eaves? Our eaves is that extension that is put here at the edge of the building to protect overhangs from the roof. It usually overhangs from the roof, although most of you people that use flat roof don't have it though. That's why your wall will always be looking dirty like this. But this is the eaves here. We put them there as a protection for the wall. I don't know if you can see it clearly on this 3D, but yeah, it's slightly protruded. So that's the eaves, and yeah, that's the eaves. For the pitch, the pitch is like, it's also known as the slope. The pitch is also known as the slope gradient of this particular roof. Usually it is graded according to the US standard. We have, it's graded over 12. Okay, so it can be 4 over 12, 6 over 12, 7 over 12, depending on what type of roof we're working with. Maybe 12 over 12 self, but we'll calculate it today and we'll see what we have here exactly for this project. It's usually calculated as the rise over the run. To get this, you have to calculate the rise over the run. So where is your rise, where's your run? Our rise is usually the height of the roof from the leveling block to the top of the building, here to here, the king post. Okay, so that king post is what you use as your rise. Okay, then the run is half of your width, so this is your total width and half of it. Here this width is about 10 or about 9.8 meters. Okay, for sanity's sake of the calculation, please let's use 10. I don't want to, so divided by 2 to be equals to 5. So our run is 5 and our rise is about 4.3 actually. Okay, sorry, 4.3. So 4.3. So that will give us a slope gradient of about this 4.3 divided by this should give us about 0.89 or 0.87 thereabouts. So approximately that's about 0.9. Okay, so on the grade scale, I'm going to show you the grade scale. The closest to this that will give us 0.9 is about 11 divided by 12, 0.91. Okay, so on the slope grade, this is the closest we have to this 10. Let's try 10. It's 3. That's far. That's farther. So 11 is closer. So therefore our pitch equal to 11 divided by 12. Okay, so that will be our pitch, and our base area is basically length times breadth. For this project we have 10 multiplied by about 10.2. Okay, so that's like literally 102. So I've gotten our, pay attention as we see that part. Please take note of these figures. We're using them very soon. So remember, like we said earlier, our figures, we've gotten all of them also. Yeah, so this is our roofing calculator. So this website is calculator.net/roofing calculator HTML. So once you type this, you get to this exact page. You don't have to stress at all. Then once you come here, you see where you're supposed to do your calculation. So this is where you're supposed to do your calculation. Okay, so we've already gotten the figures that we need. So we got about 102 here, right? 102. Okay, so let's impute this. Let's impute our figures. We got 102 for this. Our pitch is 11 over 12 and eaves is 0.5, right? So we'll press calculate, and that should give us a figure. What do we have here? We have about 170. Okay, so 170 is our total square meters that we're getting. Now, because these figures are not in absolute terms and there might be allowances for errors, so there's usually the website provides you with an adjustment that you can make so that it gives you the closest you can to a correct digit. So please, before I forget, remember that image I showed you earlier. This is a similar one. So for every roof, you're either working with this kind of slope, and a 1 over 12, a 2 over 12, 3 over 12, 2 over 12, 2 over 12. So for ours, these are our own. We use the 11 over 12. So it can be 10 over 12, 9 over 12, just whatever it is. So back to what we're doing. So we got 170 for our total square meters. But now for correction factor, typical slope correction. So because this calculation for slope is not absolute, we have a correction figure that once you use it to multiply the total square meter, it takes you very close to where your correct square meter is supposed to be. So for our slope of 11 over 12, which is about 42.5 degrees, we have a correction figure of 1.357. Okay, so 1.357, this is it. Take note of this guy. Okay, 1.357. So let's go back and multiply what we have here by 1.357. This is 170. So 170 multiplied by 1.357. Yes, I don't have an iPad Pro. If I did, that figure is supposed to just come out on its own. That's what I saw in the videos, so I don't know if that's true. But let me punch it on my calculator quickly so that I'll get out of here. 170 multiplied by 1.357 should give us about I think 230. equal to about 230.7 SQM. Okay, so we can say 231, right? Okay, so the part 2 of the video will be out when we cover it, because we'll be going to cover the site soon, and I'll be letting you know if this actually came out to be exactly like this. All right, and whatever challenges. So there'll be a part 2 of this video. Stick around while we work on that. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm not a regular YouTuber, so I don't usually do that. Say that. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Share it to someone else who might need to calculate theirs, maybe for their personal project or for professional work. Thank you very much, and thank you very much.